What is up, my friends? Welcome to another episode of Your Deck Live, a show where I play Your Deck live on stream. Today we got a fun one for you. Diothar has decided to get off the 8-rack plan and go to something a little bit different. Don't you mute me. I'm not muted now. I know what I'm doing. I may have started the stream with the microphone off by accident. It was a great intro. It was riveting. Y'all would have loved it. You just couldn't hear it. And Diothar's got a really fun-looking deck for us in Pioneer, based around Saffron Olive's favorite card, Panharmonicon. From an artifact, if an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So basically, it just doubles all enter the battlefield triggers for creatures and artifacts. It'll trigger things. If you have an enchantment in play, that whenever a creature comes into play, you gain a life. That'll trigger twice too, but for the most part, it just doubling comes into play abilities. So this was the initial list sent to me by Diothar. For those who don't know, for Your Deck Live, Your Deck Live, again, is the show where I play Your Deck Live on stream. I take viewer-submitted deck lists, a little bit of money, and usually we talk before the stream. I tune the deck up a little bit. We play the deck through 5 matches, and then at the end, I rebuild the deck based on what I think is optimal. So this was the list that was sent to me initially. And there's some things I didn't really like. Spell Queller, while a great card, didn't really make sense in the deck that much because we're never going to be able to Panharmonicon 2 spells at once. And it's just kind of like a flash threat in a deck full of sorcery speed things. Doesn't really jive with what the deck is trying to do. Same with Archangel Avacyn. Good magic card, but not really doing a ton there. Lieutenant is a nice way to kind of build a board, a thing to work to, but it's a lot of those. We were a little light on 2 mana, and we also weren't really utilizing Panharmonicon super well. So I made a few changes to the deck, and we ended up here. So a few cards we were missing that we weren't playing, I think are very good Panharmonicon and good in general. The Bugler. Almost every creature in this deck has power 2. I think they all do, actually. Yes. Every creature of this entire deck has power 2 or less. This is a 2/3, tutor for a creature. It holds the board early. It's a decent enough size where we are blocking and still attacking, and it can help find the thing we want at the time we want it. We also have Elite Guardmage. Gain 6, draw 2 is a very good effect for it, and of course, same thing, good at buying time, kind of getting things rolling. And still have Cloudblazer. And we cut back on the Thalia's Lieutenants because I think while it's a little weird, the deck, right? But the problem with the deck is that we have 2 hurdles to overcome, right? The first one is we need to tap 4 mana to play Panharmonicon and then untap safely, which is a huge task, honestly. Spending 4 mana on turn 4 in a format like Pioneer and then getting safely untap is a very tough thing. You know, things that can happen on turn 4. Your opponent nisses you. Your opponent kills you playing mono red. Your opponent, plays Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Whatever, bad thing that can happen to you on turn 4. And we're just giving them free reign by playing Panharmonicon. So it's very important that we get on the board early enough, set up a defensive stance early enough, and we're able to do that. And then after Panharmonicon comes into play, we're going to start dirtling and drawing cards, playing Elite Guardmage, drawing cards. But none of our cards are actually that good individually. Like we have a 2/2 flyer, a 2/3 flyer, a 2/3 vigilance, a 2/2, a 1/2. So we got to make sure that we're building towards something. We're not just dirtling and drawing cards and dirtling and drawing cards. Even if it is a great time, we got to build towards something. So I think Thalia's Lieutenant is a good thing to build towards in that once we have that board of a bunch of value creatures, we get to pump them all up once, then flicker it, pump them all up twice, maybe bounce it, and pump them all up again. So I don't think that Lieutenant is a super important piece, but I think it's good at what it does. We also have 1 Skysovereign, Consul, Flagship as our kind of top end, a thing to dig towards that really affects the game state. Yes, looking at this deck list, I agree. It's a little sad that Feldar Guardian was banned instead of Saheeli, because Feldar Guardian would actually be pretty sweet in this deck. Everyone else had a Saffron Olive in chat, MTG Goldfish. Appreciate the host and the retweet. Thanks, bud. And I'm sure you've seen his stream. If not, go check it out, MTG Goldfish. And, of course, a lover of Panharmonicon. So that's the deck. We're trying to kind of get in the board early. Fblthp, Inspector. Even a Prince on 2 just to scry. While I'm not a fan of his cards, it's definitely pretty solid in this deck. Teferi, buy some time, get set up, play Harmonicon, untap, and then do all the things. 24 lands, just all the dual lands. We're not playing Prairie Stream, we're playing Farmland. The battle lands are terrible without fetch lands. Just terrible. So we're playing 4 farmlands. Also playing 1 copy of Endless Sands. A pretty cool land, honestly. I was looking for a utility land. Meteor Vault didn't make a lot of sense because we don't really want our lands to die. But Endless Sands is really cool. Basically, if anything we have is going to die, we can pay 2 and exile it, and then bring them all back later. So kind of a cool value land. Basically free to play, given that our colors are pretty good. Sideboard, now, those Spell Quellers that were in the main deck that I didn't really like, they found their way into the sideboard. Because if our opponent is playing a combo deck, they're playing the Lotus Field deck, they're playing a ramp deck, we got to do something serious. Yeah, the art for this card is really cool. I don't know how they managed to make a Magic card look so bright. It literally feels like it's emanating radiance. But our 4 Spell Quellers for kind of combo matchups, I think we're going to do pretty well against more aggressive decks and kind of mid-rangey decks, but control decks and combo decks seem tough. So we have the 4 Spell Quellers, we've got a couple Dovin's Vetoes, and then we have 2 copies of Lavinia Azorius Renegade. This is our anti-Nexus of Fate, anti-Lotus Field deck. Lavinia says each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with converted mana cost greater than the number of lands they control. So, Nexus of Fate, gotta have 7 lands in play. Dig Through Time, gotta have 8 lands in play. Every card in the Lotus Field deck, gotta have more than 1 or 2 lands in play. So, Lavinia seems pretty cool there. And then we have our anti-aggro sideboard as well. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted, so I kind of mix it up a little bit. Arashin Cleric's just really good against mono red. It's the 1/3 gains 3 life, just very solid. Obviously good with the Panharmonicon. 2 Glass Casket, early kill spell. Also good with Panharmonicon, which is really cool. I didn't want to main deck it because it was a little narrow, but this is good on turn 2 to protect yourself, and good on turn 5 after Panharmonicon. You get to kill 2 creatures, which is pretty awesome. So, and then 2 Sunscourge Champion, good against anti-aggro. Play it, gain 2 life. Then when it dies, you can eternalize it. That's kind of cool, because turn 3 we can cast this, gain 2, block with it. Turn 4 play our Panharmonicon, and then turn 5 eternalize it, and get 2 4/4s and gain 8 life, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot of different cards you could play in this sort of anti-aggro slot. I'm not exactly sure if that's the right one, nor am I exactly sure if this is the right mix. That's why we're playing some Magic here. So those are my updates to Diothar's Panharmonicon deck. Let's go here on Your Deck Live. Again, if you want to know more about Your Deck Live, please want to see Your Deck played live on stream, hop on over to my website. We're not playing Modern, we played Modern yesterday. My website is jimdavismtg.com. Why is this is the correct one? Yes. jimdavismtg.com. Bam. Here it is. There's the website. Hop on over to I Play Your Deck, and there's all the information. Want to see your deck played? How much it costs? What do you get? How to submit? Logistics, scheduling, it's all on here. jimdavismtg.com. Is Glass Casket better than Baffling End? Glass Casket triggers twice with Panharmonicon, because it counts artifacts and creatures. So, looks pretty cool. How's it going, everyone? We got lots of great folks in chat. Super Dude, Alaskan Penguin, Thunderbird, Jack, F Fresh Leader, Lord Draken, Pretty Lights Fam, Banana Chunker, what's up, my friend? All my YouTube folks, love you. Don, Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive. Who else is in chat? Goats, Filthy Kappa, how's it going, everyone? Welcome. Remember, folks, this stream is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, CoolStuffInc.com. Your number one source for all your game shopping needs, CoolStuffInc.com. Go buy your board games, card games, miniatures. Go buy your Panharmonicons, 5% off with promo code GYM5. And, of course, my videos and articles, Video Monday, Article Friday. Check it out, CoolStuffInc.com. Yesterday's video was all about the 5-color Niv Mizzet Reborn deck that Ken Yukihiro took to Mythic Championship 7. Was a wild one. Pretty sweet deck. Check it out. CoolStuffInc.com. Let's Panharmonicon some people here. All right, sweet. Value value, value. Keep ski. And Diothar says this deck was inspired by Saffron Olive, so sweet. I like how Seth is basically me with goblins. If someone's playing Panharmonicon somewhere, his like Spidey sense goes off. I have the same thing for goblins. You know, we're hanging out. What's happening on Twitch? I got a tingle. Up, someone's playing goblins. Goblin like you want is on or something. So, all right. Love me some Inspector here. This card's sweet. Our early game is basically just playing things that kind of slow our opponent down and drawing cards. And that's how they go into. So Vantress turn 1's a little weird, but draw more cards. Definitely love this this kind of deck. Just the kind of creature value grindy deck. Honestly, similar to goblins in some ways. I guess tweeting was also tweeting is the 2019 version of Spidey Sense. All right, if they are playing a blue-white control deck, this is going to be interesting. All right, I mean, we're just going to keep on rocking. The Horn of Gondor. All right, I think we're just going to keep bugling, honestly. We want to be well-equipped to handle a Wrath. Yeah, just let it ride. Need to keep putting things in play, but also making sure that we're lined up against Wrath. Endless Sands is very good against Wrath, but pretty mana intensive, so we're not going to be worrying about that for a while. Yeah, obviously Magic Online is not ideal, but we want to play any format that's not standard. This is what we got to do. There's our boy. So first things first, we're smashing. And then we're probably going to try and jam Harmonicon because they can't absorb it, or they can't. No hard blue-blue counter can be played here. So they could have Dovin's Veto or something like that. Dusk Dawn for the sideboard. That's actually a really good idea. I like that one a lot. Dusk Dawn kills all big things and returns all little things, which is basically perfect for our deck. So we're going to jam the Harmonicon here. Playing a fourth creature into a Supreme Verdict is a little rough. Although I have to play my Endless Sands, and they get the Field of Ruin it. I guess they can't do both, though, right? They can't field and counter the Harmonicon. They're also at 13, too, so we are putting some pressure on them. This is actually a really interesting turn, because, like, if they can't really do anything proactive right now. Like, I don't know what they're going to cast that's not a counter spell. I kind of want to just play an Inspector and play Landsego, actually. Then if they Wrath, we can resolve the Harmonicon. Although this card's really bad against Teferi. Although also playing Inspector after Harmonicon is pretty good, too. Because we get 2 clues. Or should jam. If they have, like, Censor or something, or they have Dovin's Veto, so be it. Right now, most of their counters are off, so we'll just let it ride. We didn't come to the Panharmonicon Your Deck Live to not play Panharmonicon. Honestly, them binning the Hallowed Fountain is pretty interesting. Alright, so they get the Sands, which is fine. Them binning Hallowed Fountain and keeping up really awkward mana kind of screams to me that they already have a lot of lands in their hand, and the mana fixing was as important. Also, just hyper aggro with their Search for Escanta, which I usually am, so... It resolved. So next turn we get to Bugler and Inspector. Although we'll see what they do, obviously. But the good thing is now, the cool thing is that we're good against Verdict because all of our cards replace themselves anyway. So another field, sure. All right, so Slam Jam to start. And we'll see what they do and go from there. So now they have Counterspell mana available. We're still going to play some stuff, though. I think we're going to start on the Inspector and see what they do. Two clues. Fantastic. And we're just jamming. This is probably going to get countered, but I think it's fine. Sure. So we got 3 clues rolled up. We have 5 power in play. We don't actually have a great follow-up yet. We have plenty of cards to draw, though, so... He's going Bant for Mana Dorks and company. Good. I think that playing other colors is possible. I also think that playing colorless is possible, too. Eldrazi Displacer, Drowner of Hope, Eldrazi Sky Spawner. We'll discuss that at the end when we go over our final rebuild of a deck. Attic Waste not being legal is tough for that one. Are they going to go after my clues? No. Alright. What a jerk. Panharmonicon is gone. Charming Prince. Alright. Let's try and find a Teferi. Reflector Mage. Alright, well, I guess getting Wrath is not the end of the world because it's gonna happen anyway. Let's flicker our Bugler and try and find a good follow up here. So that's gone, and we'll pay 2 life so we can crack a clue. So we get Wrath here. It's not ideal, but we should have plenty more gas. So keep the Buglers going. They're almost there on Azcanta, which is not good, but bin Dovin's Veto, flip Azcanta, not great. A lot of pressure on them to find a Wrath, though. Which they do. No. Okay. Playing company in a Panharmonicon deck is tough because Panharmonicon's already 4 non-creatures, and now company's 4 more non-creatures. Alright. Dig through time finds a Wrath. Yes. Okay. Hello. Let's draw a land, please. Land. No, that's still fun. Panharmonicon. Dubsky Clues. It's going to be tough. And they have Azcanta flip now. It's still have 5 cards in hand. Teferi, Time Raveler, bouncing Panharmonicon. What a jerk. Well, that's a kind of annoying card. I guess that Bugler is good against that, but... Narset finds Azorius Charm. It's pretty annoying. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so we're going to attack Teferi and see if they cast Azorius Charm or not. Sure. So now that's gone. Yes, bouncing D-Spear seems a little better. They bounce D-Spear, they can re-hit the multiple Panharmonicons. So double triggers here. First one hits Cloudblazer, Elite Guardmage, Inspector. Alright, we're going to Cloudblaze. Well, I guess we can double spell if we take the Guardmage. I can't draw cards anyway yet because of this stupid Narset. So we're going to put some more stuff in play. I guess Inspector attacks Narset decently well if they minus it. It's kind of unexciting, but I'm going to take the Inspector. And the second one misses? Oh, come on. We got to distribute our cards there a little better. 4 hits and 4 misses. Man, that kind of sucks. All right. All right, well, they minus Narset, so now you can at least poke it, hopefully. We get to draw slowly with clues on their turn, possibly. Another Teferi. Wonder if they'll make the correct Detention Sphere play now. Nope. They're bouncing my Bugler when I have a Panharmonicon in play. That's gas. They have a counterspell, I guess. That's pretty good. Sure. And now you give them the old Bugle Skis. They have another counterspell, so be it. Guardmage, Bugler, or Thalia's Lieutenant. I think I just want Bugler. And then Cloudblazer or nothing. Inspector. 5 clues. And an attack force ready to take down the Planeswalkers they have in play. If they're popping Escanta main phase, that feels pretty good. Could you play Nykthos in this deck? I guess you could. I mean, we're not playing like a super amount of symbols, you know? Dig through time again. Okay. I mean, if these little stinky creatures get to kill their planeswalkers, we'll be in great shape here. We're probably just double attacking Narset, honestly. Just gotta get this Narset out of here. We're just learning so many things. I've got a clue. Alright, we get it. Reflector Mage, got it. Yes, thank you. So we could go 1 at Narset, 2 at Teferi, but I just really want this Narset dead. And I don't think they'll be able to stop both of these creatures. But 1 Azorius Charm or something like that could be pretty annoying, so... Sweet. And now we're in the spot where we can cast Cloudblazer, but if they have a counterspell, it's pretty gross. They've already cast 2 Absorbs. I mean, Cloudblazer is, like, absurd right now. It's just, like, draw a bajillion cards. I kind of want to... I mean, they've only cast 1 Wrath, right? 1 Verdict. Yeah, so... Cracking Clues, playing Buglers. I also don't mind playing Reflector Mage, honestly. Like, 1 Reflector Mage is just, like, you know, 2-turn clock. And, like, it's just not doing much anyway. We're going to hold the Blazer. Just fire off the Bugler. If you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. This is Diothar's blue-white. Missing just seems so hard. Diothar's blue-white Panharmonicon deck. And we're going to crack a clue and make a land drop here, maybe. I don't want to play any more creatures. And maybe Fblthp. That one gets wrapped, I don't really care. 2 shots at a land, too. This is a deck that always wants to play lands, so... Wrath away. Alright. Well, if they have an instant speed Wrath on my turn, that's gonna suck. King!
Glad to catch you live. Would be glad to hear your thoughts on my Pioneer Brew. P.
Awesome, King. Put your link in chat. I'll have to do it after Edge League, though, alright? Alright, so we're going to slam Teferi to start and see what they do. They have the Wrath. I'll have to cast it now. Alright. That's awkward. They approach to 17. Escanta, draw. It's probably worse than Wrath, yeah. I don't know if that changes everything too, because like, we can definitely just grind them into dust, but if they can just win the game, that's a problem. So between their draw step, yeah, that's really bad. I don't think we can win anymore. Lieutenant, we put at least one lieutenant on the bottom. I just played a land, right? So we can't Cloudblazer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't Cloudblazer for a lieutenant and cast it, which really sucks, honestly. 3, 7. Printing Bugler, it comes back on the end step. I guess we're just looking for a... Man, this sucks. Alright, I guess we just draw Teferi to start. I guess I could Teferi bounce a Bugler to look for the Inspector, but then that just not as much damage anyway. Alright, let's just start with a drop. Elite Guardmage. I mean, that can hit a lieutenant. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna kill big Teferi and then poke little Teferi. I don't know if we can deal 17 damage in time though. We just can't stop this this approach. Oh, Declaration Stone's not very good. Yeah, I don't think we can win, folks. That's a tough one. Like, I guess if they have no Wrath and we Prince here for Thalia's Lieutenant, can't choose another target creature, right? So you just hit both Buglers, I guess, and just look for a Lieutenant. And they also have to have nothing. Yeah, I don't think we can win here, folks. Alright, Bugler finds... There's Lieutenant. And then Bugler finds Charming Prince. And Bugler finds Cloudblazer and Lieutenant. I mean, we could definitely win next turn. If they can't Wrath. Or, obviously, cast Approach. So, Approach is 7 cards down. Now it's 6 cards down. They just have a second copy of Approach. Alright, I guess we're dead. That really sucks. We were just, like, doing great. And I'm pretty sure if they don't have this card, they can't beat us. But they do. So, we're dead. That sucks. Seven cards in hand, 7 creatures in play, a million clues, the entire world, but the 1 card combo gets us. Alright, so we're going to bring our Spell Quellers. I guess this card isn't good against them. Amount of Smith has them. And then, yeah, I mean, it might stop dig through time, but not really. Oops. Alright, so we're bringing Dovin's Veto. Spell Queller's like not great against them, honestly, because they just have Wraths and stuff. Yeah, I mean, we were certainly rolling along here. We were certainly rolling along. Alright, I mean, the Reflector Mages are out. I don't mind Skysovereign, honestly. The Declaration Stones are out. I guess we're bringing the Quellers in. I don't think they're great, but... I mean, Queller stops Verdict until they answer the Queller and Wrath you anyway, so... Don't think that Queller is a good plan against Verdict. But, we'll bring that in, and... Super! New sub, what's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. We need to cut a card. I like Sky Sovereign's ability to attack Planeswalkers and to play around Wrath. I think Cloudblazer might be a little too clunky against counterspells. If we have a Teferi in play, we're already winning. It's that the getting a Teferi in play is job number one. So the fact that Queller is good with Teferi in play, I don't think is particularly relevant. All right, we're gonna try this. Yes, Queller. You can spell Queller a Verdict until they kill your Spell Queller and just cast Verdict anyway. So it's a temporary stopgap, and we're not hyper aggressive. So they're gonna have plenty of time to deal with the Queller and just Verdict us again anyway. So I don't like House of Cards type cards. All right. It's not great. We're going to keep. We'll just scry on turn 2 for our third land. Bugler's been great so far. The Horn of Gondor. Opponent mulligans to 6. Cool. Rude approach second sun. Excuse me. Alright, Charming Prince. Why don't you charm me up here? Yeah, thanks for just playing. I also just want to get on the board too, so. Charming to the last. Why not play Unsubstantiate in the sideboard against Wrath control decks? Because they'll just cast Wrath next turn. Like, it's just card disadvantage. If you're fast enough where you can kill them the next turn, sure, but we're not really a fast deck. We're like a grindy deck. Panharmonicon or Thalia's Lieutenant. I guess I want the Panharmonicon. We're not drawing we don't have a third land here. We have a fourth land. Lieutenant's actually not bad. Bugler finds spells, not lands. I mean, obviously Teferi resolves were stoked. I kind of don't want either of these. I just want to draw lands. Like, obviously bottoming the Panharmonicon really sucks. But we don't have a fourth land anyway. I think we're pretty happy just to draw lands here. I'm going to bottom this. I know it's Panharmonicon deck. Sorry, everyone. But we can't afford to fall behind early. So charming. AI. Month number 2. Most important month. That means you chose to come back. Thanks, my friend. I appreciate it. I mean, we could play Teferi here. Like, they could have a Dovin's Veto or something, but, like, we're playing a ton of creatures. We're just going to go for it. Upside's so high. And then we'll plus. We might use the minus on our own creature later or something like that. Suppose they could, like, D-sphere it, which would kind of suck. But maybe we should have minused. Just drawing the card. Their own Teferi. Alright. I mean, we certainly don't mind our things being bounced, so. Alright. Pretty happy with land here, because I want to just keep drawing cards. And making land drops. Sure. And I think we're still going up. I really hate it if they kill it, but I guess D-Sphere hits both players' stuff, right? So that's fun. Teferi, number 2. Bounce my Elite Guardmage. I mean, live your life, you know? Live your life. So now we can Bugle and Charming Prince, or we can just Guardmage again. I think I like putting 2 things in play. The Horn of Gondor. Inspector, Fblthp, Charming Prince. I guess Charming Prince. kind of like Inspector, just as a way to like work around the curve. Inspector's good with the Teferi also. And Bugler for Bugler. Value train never ends. Toot toot. All aboard. All aboard. Craig says, I have a few questions. Do I have to be subscribed to pay to submit a deck? Nope. When do I decide? How do you go about submitting a deck for Pioneer? It's all on the website, my friend. All on the website. As I said, all information on Your Deck Live. Want to see your deck played on stream? JimDavisMTG.com. And then hop on over on the top here to I Play Your Deck. All the information you could ever want. Check it out. JimDavisMTG.com. Alright, so they are forced to Wrath. Farmland's annoying. I think we probably Guardmage Inspector. Also just Bugler Prince again, but we're kind of flush on cards here, so.
I return more powerful.
Cookin, 4-month resale. Welcome back, my friend. I guess we could also Bugler for Spell Queller, so let's just keep digging, I guess. Well, speak of the devil. We can't cast it yet, obviously, but we can work our way towards it. I mean, you can do this literally all day. We're going to run out of spells eventually. Oh, I misclicked. God damn it. I double tapped this F6 button. That sucks. That would have been Spell Queller number 2. That's gross. Alright. Should make things harder for ourselves, you know? Main phase opt. I mean, we have Teferi to bounce Spell Queller, which is pretty good, so. Cast out. That's pretty annoying. Alright. I think we're going to Guardmage. We could also just Bugler again. I wish we had like a Knight of Autumn or something to kill these enchantments. How'd I build the website? One of my subscribers built it for me. I paid them, of course, but... Charming Prince. Alright, let me just keep shoving here. Everything produces value anyway, so... I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business, damn. Field of Ruin, my Irrigated Farmland. You got it. I should have been Plains, probably, whatever. Alright. House of Cards assembled. Tag with everything. They're at 9. Need to survive for one more turn. So, 3, 2, 2. I kind of like just drawing a card here with a clue and seeing what we get. And then if you don't draw Spell Queller, we're probably going to Prince Flicker the Bugler. That's a tilt. It wasn't lethal, but it's still kind of a tilt. Charming Prince. Flicker the Bugler. And I think we just play Tapland. I guess if they Wrath, we don't have any gas left. So yeah, I actually just want to cycle this. Yeah. That is not a Spell Queller. Please don't wrath me. Alright, well, there it is. Could have exiled the other prince to return Bugle on their end step. Yep, that would have been better. Yep. You're right. When you're right, you're right. So the way the prince is timed is kind of awkward. I could have done that, yes. They only have one wrath left, so we can just jam stuff here all the way till the cows come home. Yeah, Screamers don't matter. But yeah, that would have been a much better play. I screwed up. I guess not, because I wanted to try and find Spell Queller. Ooh, Teferi's pretty good. Alright, ship it. Dig through time. And a little fart noises. The old Panharmonicon, eh? I think we're just plussing. Well, I think we're in reasonable shape here. Long, grindy games here. Detention Sphere. Okay. I mean, I don't think there is a good, like, Reclamation Sage type card in white. Definitely would not hate that. I don't think we have any disenchants in our sideboard, do we? Nope. No way to kill an artifact or an enchantment. It's kind of tough. That's not bad. 3 cards, and Azcanta is not flipping. Alright, I think we're going to Panharmonicon Fblthp. That's actually totally fine. We're one short, actually. So if we draw a land off his Fblthp, we can play that, as we would love to play that. So play this, draw 2, draw a land. Oops, keep that. We did not draw a land. We did draw a Spell Queller, though, which is not the worst. There might be a bear of a disenchants, but we need, like, I want a destroy artifact also. It's not flexible enough otherwise. We're just going to play this and say go. They only have 2 cards in hand, so... Splashing green for Knight of Autumn. I mean, that would be a pretty major change to a deck. Knight of Autumn is good. Maybe you could be like... That would probably be a different deck, I think. Alright, they've been Castle Ardenvale. They have 3 cards in hand. Narset Parter of Veils. They only have 1 Wrath left. I think I'm pretty happy casting Spell Queller here. Double trigger. Take it twice. Deputy is just so fragile that I just don't like it. Again, it's a temporary solution. Builds a House of Cards scenario. They kill it in combat and blow you out. Kind of sucks. It's a Teferi Time Raveler. Bounce Spell Queller. Alright, I mean... It's kind of lame, but we're not dead yet. Unfortunately, we can't really draw cards or anything now. But... So I'm not even sure we're going to play next turn. Lieutenant. 3 cards? Jeez. I mean, Brazen Borrower is not good in this deck at all. It doesn't synergize it in any way. Can't kill Narset. It's not a human. This is bad, honestly. It's kind of weird how Teferi and Narset are just so unfun. Alright, we just poke Teferi. Cavalier of Dawn could be on the menu as like your kind of top end card. So now we like, now what? We can't really play Guardmage. Lieutenant's not really doing much because our board is so empty. They have 3 cards in hand. Azcanta slipping soon. Greater Good, JimDavisMTG.com. All the information is right on there, on the I Play Your Deck section. I'm going to play a Lieutenant and just say go. Don't think we want to double up on the Lieutenants. Maybe we do, actually. They only have 1 Wrath left. We have a Spell Queller. Yeah, just do it. Feels bad, but it is going to get rather large. So triggers this one coming in twice, and this one sees this one coming in twice. We have a 5/5. We say go. You have a lot of power in play, and we have a Spell Queller. We are on the clock here because they have they're cycling a cast out. Wow. All right, well, now they're flipping the Azcanta, which is bad. They all right. Bin Narset, flip Azcanta. That's tough. You only have 1 Wrath left, so that's nice. So no thought nuts here. No call with sources. Dig through time. I mean, they are spinning at full efficiency here. We ended up just getting Approach Second Sun again. That would suck. Dig through time again. Oh, I mean, never mind. That's the same dig through time. They found it. Now they're casting it. Lol. Yeah, I mean, they're at 8. Like, yes, every human adds 4 power to the board. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Well, I can't Spell Queller that one. I mean, we should be able to kill their Planeswalkers this turn, hopefully. Obviously, if they have the 4th Wrath, which they could probably have by now, honestly. Hero, Narset. I'm going to make sure we kill Narset. I don't think the 1 extra point matters. We're definitely not going for the kill here. We have to play this, not draw any cards, and if they have literally anything, we fail and we're out of gas. So there you go. This is Azorius Charm. That's actually great, I think. So now they charm the small lieutenant. Interesting. And they charm the other small lieutenant. Alright, so I should have stopped the first. I don't even know if I should have stopped the first one. So, like, I couldn't stop the second one because Fblthp has that stupid ability where it hides itself. So I couldn't stop it. But because they made that play, it's obvious they had 2 of them. I should have stopped the first one. I should just do it again then. Yeah, so that was kind of stupid. I just didn't think of the Fblthp ability. It's kind of a weird corner case thing. If it gets targeted, it gets shuffled in. So, activate Azcanta, sure. Well, they would have done it again, but then the Narset still would have died. So we had a 5/5 killing Teferi and 2 1/1s attacking Narset to play around a removal spell. They had 2, but if I stop one of them, then Narset dies, and I can cast the Guardmage, draw 2 cards, and kind of. So it wasn't the double Azorius Charm. It was the ability on Fblthp. I just didn't really think about. think we're killing Narset again. We just gotta draw cards. Like, dealing 5 to them doesn't really do much. They have their engine churning here. If they have Settle, we just Spell Queller it. So them charming the 1/1 says, I have another Azorius charm, play accordingly, and we didn't play accordingly. This is game 3, I think. I don't even know, honestly. It's been a very long... It might even be game 2, and then we're screwed on the clock because this game's been taking so long. This is game 2? Yeah, we're screwed. Draw. Wow. Alright. Well. They've seen basically their entire deck now, so them finding the 4th Wrath should not be difficult. Pretty tough. We played bad that turn. Alright, there's the 4th Wrath. Yeah, I mean, we're just dead. They get to draw a card of Azorius Charm, and we have actual nothing. This kind of sucks, honestly. I guess we've drawn a lot of lands, but... Oh, yeah. Absorb. Yeah, I'd say we are running out of Ixalan's Binding. What a jerk. The Horn of Gondor. Yeah. Well, it wasn't in game 1 when I F6 the second Queller. Yeah, that was game 1. That didn't matter. We decided to approach that game anyway. Man, they have every possible prison lock here. You've got the stupid Sanitarium Narset. They've got Binding on Panharmonicon. Just a jerk. Alright, just stop wasting our time. We wouldn't win game 3 anyway. So, alright, kind of a tough first one there. They didn't have approach in game 1. We definitely won game 1, but they just kind of approached us and cheesed us out. And this game kind of sucked. I mean, they had a few verdicts early. I mean, we probably could have played better this game. I'm not really sure, but tough first game there. Diothar wanted to remind everyone that if you're out there and you feel like we need help, please get help. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is out there. It's very easy to get help, whether it's to talk to someone or if someone for you or someone you love is struggling in any way. Please hop on, get help, find support. There are people out there to listen, people out there care, and frankly, I mean, you just got to just reach out, you know. And my suggestion is, if you are struggling in some way and you're not at your bottom yet, reach out for help now. Don't wait till you're at your bottom. That's when it's hardest to reach out. But either way, there's support there. It is available. Please, 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 please reach out to someone. You are not alone, and there is someone out there to listen at all times. So check out the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, afsp.org, and for you or someone you love. It's important. Thank you. Ferret, no problem, my friend. It's a very, very common thing. Depression is a very common element in our society. Also in Magic players in general. You know, I think depression tends to affect kind of the smarter, a little more out there people, which is very commonly the demographic for Magic. So, definitely a very real issue in our community. I mean, We had a suicide in the community 6 months ago, maybe. Alex Stratton passed away, which was really awful. I mean, I did the fundraising stream for that. You all were awesome about it, and it sucked because I had seen Alex like a month prior in Barcelona for the Pro Tour. We hung out for a bit, and I didn't know Alex super well, but it's just awful. And take one look at the outpouring of support that came out of that, everyone who was so devastated by that. That's all you need to see to know that you should seek help if you are in trouble, because suicide's no good. Analytical people, sure, that's good too. We're gonna mulligan. Yeah, this is fine. Not great, but I've seen worse. We'll take a look at a standard list. Deck techs are $10. It's a fancy land. $10 for a deck tech. All right. I mean, our hand's fine. Yes, man up is not often useful advice. If you stub your toe, sure, man up. But if you're experiencing actual problems, it is not that easy. So, all right. I think we're just gonna Prince here. We have enough gas, and not dying is the issue. So, I don't mind trading with Champion. I think we could bounce the Knight of Ebon Legion. We could play Bugler. Are we scrying or we gain 2 life? It's probably just scry. I look for Reflector Mage. 3 life? Yeah, we're scrying. Bottom the Prince, but top the Guardmage. Guardmage plays pretty well. We should be pretty good in a matchup like this, honestly. Like, we're just all value life gain card draw. Alright, we're gonna block. We definitely win the card advantage works. All of our cards 2-for-1s. So they can get this back, but that's fine. If their turn's just like returning this. Alright, Spawn of Mayhem's pretty good. But we're just gonna bounce that with Teferi. So they kill Teferi, which is fine. They can't recast the Spawn of Mayhem if they kill Teferi, because they want Spectacle, which is awesome. So you got the old boat here, too. Everyone loves a good boat. Spawn of Mayhem is pretty annoying, honestly. I guess you can just cast it for 4, I guess. But we have 4 Reflector Mage in our deck, so I don't mind doing it again. Just replay the same turn again. And set up for boat on the Knight. And draw us closer to Reflector Mage. Love it. Teferi's not very good in this matchup. I'll take Repulse. Repulse, draw a card. Spawn O Mayhem. Ooh. Ooh. It might be time, folks. Yeah, I think we take a turn off here. Right? We could boat. This is tough. See, this is what I was saying in the pregame deck tech about the turn you cast Panharmonicon is a tough one. We tap 4 mana and don't affect the board at all. That's not a great place to be. So you really got to have a good pre stuff and a good follow up. We might just slam boat here. The problem is if we boat, then we want to double spell Panharmonicon. I guess we can just like build towards that. Yeah, all right. Boat also blocks the spawn and is pretty hard to kill, so... Boat. I'm on a boat, and it's going fast, and... I imagine nothing they have can kill this. You can't Fatal Push it, can't cast down it. Gutter Ball. Knight. Jeez. No Bloodsoaked Champion? Weird. Hallowed Fountain. Oh, Murderous Rider, duh. That is what they probably have. Okay. Alright, I guess we're fishing. This is why the Harmonicon is just so tough. Like, when are we casting this stupid thing, you know? Alright, we're gonna Bugler and look for Reflector Mage, I guess. Thraben Inspector. Not ideal. Alright. I mean, it crews the boat. We're not going to offensively crew the boat because they're going to kill it with Murderous Rider, so... We're taking a ridiculous beating this turn, no matter what we do. Maybe I should just slam a stupid Panharmonicon. Alright, we're going to attempt to block. Yep. Thalia's Lieutenant. Where is Reflector Mage? That's all I want to know. God, we're so dead. There you are. Alright, well now we're going to just Lieutenant, I think, and size up. So if we shock in Reflector Mage... I guess we could... We have Panharmonicon lined up. So we can like block and we can like double Reflector Mage stuff. That's not bad. And then everything will be sized up pretty well. We got a 4... And then if they have a kill spell, we're just dead. Yeah, that's pretty tough. Alright, I guess we go to 3. And just bounce this stupid thing. We do size up really well next turn with Lieutenant Panharmonicon, so... If they have Rankle, we have a blocker, like... Is Mono Black still the most popular deck? Nah. It's much weaker without Copter. It's still good, but... Scrounger, sure. I think we're in good shape now, actually. Now we should turn the corner pretty well, because now we're going to have a 4-5 flyer in play. I would say Lieutenant's been pretty good, honestly. Maybe we want a third copy. They're not playing the Spawn of Mayhem. Interesting. I mean, now they're never getting through. And we draw Declaration Stone. That's pretty good. Oh, duh. We played with Reflector Mage. Hello. Lieutenant. 4, 8. You know, we just fire with the Bugler. It is so big. They're in pretty good shape here. Like, they have 2 cards, one Spawn of Mayhem, one's Fatal Push, Tilt. Well, that complicates things, but we still have the Declaration in Stone to kill the Spawn of Mayhem. We're still pretty well sized up. We gotta draw a spell now. Definitely need to draw a spell now. We have a lot of huge draws here, though. This card's so good. What a sick card. Yeah, literally any creature that comes into playability is amazing here. So. Alright, big draw step. Just non-land, please. It's fine. I've got a clue. Sure. Draw 2. Farmland. Guardmage. What are you doing?
I just started throwing stuff.
Why?
Because I'm an angry person.
Why?
Probably because of you.
Because of... I think it's like a song, right? I can't think of what the song is. Nicole...
it's a Kelly Clarkson song from like 2003. How old are you?
Sing it.
Because of
That's
you,
what I was looking for.
Never strayed
All right, now please,
too
now please stop singing.
sidewalk.
Thank you. Please stop singing. Thank you.
Because
I said
of
stop singing. Jesus. Marriage.
We're still getting married after that?
What are you doing?
Cutting off the tags of my new shoes.
Thoughtseize. That was brutal. God, this is gonna be so good next turn. All right, we're still fine. We're still fine.
It's still good. It's still good.
Man, that was the game comebacker right there. I think we're still right though. They're at 8.
You're at 3.
Yeah, and they can't attack us. We have a draw and then a draw and then they're dead. Islands. Farmland.
Well, you did say a draw and a draw.
Inspector.
And a draw.
We have many draws.
Alright, fine. I guess I gotta go to work.
Gotta go to work. Work all day.
Have fun at the dentist.
That's my water. Oh, I have a dentist appointment today. That sucks. Dentist appointment. Alright.
Alright, water and
3, 4. This could go in. This deck certainly draws cards well. That's for sure. Don't crack the clue. I mean, they're at 4, and they have no cards in hand. I don't think I mind getting Thoughtseize, honestly. We could draw Inspector. We only have 1 Inspector left. I guess we'll wait. So what are they drawing to here? Not Meat of All, that's for sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, chat. Bye, CB. I see you. He's so angry. You're eating.
He's eating. Leave him
He's
alone.
sitting in the corner eating.
He's sitting on his fat butt and eating. Leave him
See,
alone.
he's got his like big fat cheeks. I love him.
That's how he lives.
I know.
He's living his life.
Yeah, well, that's how we live too. We gotta eat. Everybody's gotta eat. Wow, how many lands are you playing?
Reflector Mage. Oh. Bang. I guess Bouncing Murder Shard is not good. Bang.
Yeah, Bouncing Murder Stride is probably bad.
I mean, they're 3, but you did. You
Very dead.
did.
They're very dead. Well, they have Mutavault and Murderous Rise. They have 2
Die.
blockers.
Yeah.
I think you win.
I win.
You won!
Woo!
Alright. I'll see you later. I'll see you later.
Alright. So. You're going to want the anti-aggro-y stuff. And we're going to, we'll be cutting. Honestly, I guess. Like, honestly, everything seems fine. I mean, they could have been attacking with their knight, but I don't know what I want to cut here. Honestly, we need ways to deal with the. I don't really have many ways to deal with the stupid big 4/4. Teferi bouncing it's honestly fine. I mean, Flagship's like pretty good. It actually just kills things, which we struggle to do. Maybe we just take out the Charming Princes. They don't really do a ton, and we're now bringing in a bunch of other 2-drops. Shaving and Panharmonicon? They have Thought Seizes and stuff. I don't know if I like that. Maybe we just shave Cloudblazer. It's pretty bad. I mean, the fact that it's a flyer and it can stop the, it can block the stupid thing for a turn. The Cloudblazer is really expensive. Yeah, it's trample too. It's true. I'm gonna cut. Like, the clerics aren't even that good, honestly. They block the 1-drops, but that's basically it. Sunscourge Champion's good, I think. The Casket is good. No, we're not bringing Spell Queller. Fart Noises is not great. I'm got like one of these. Let's not bring in the clerics. And we'll cut 1 Charming Prince. Let's try this. Honestly, not sure. I think this is a recent matchup for us, though. We just keep playing stuff and blocking and playing stuff and blocking and drawing cards and gaining life and blocking. No, we're absolutely not bringing in Spell Queller. I don't know. That's Spell Queller is not a Spell Queller matchup at all. It just dies at horrible times. All their cards are cheaper than ours. We're gonna keep this. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The old champion. Okay. I think I like block next turn Inspector Fountain. It's obviously cute to flicker the Inspector, but it means we can't block. And, like, having a bunch of clues doesn't really matter early because we can't afford to crack them. Block. Yeah, lead design would have been gross there, for sure. Sure. Our deck grinds well, so we're concerned about being tempoed out, not concerned about like our important cards being taken. They took Charming Prince. Sure. I mean, that was probably the worst card in our hand, so. Snap Block. We are not getting Spawn of Mayhem this turn. So now you got tons of resources, which is great. Sound the Horn of Gondor. Gondor. Sound the Horn of Gondor again. Bugler is great, by the way. Just throwing that one out there. Now what? Scrap Heap Scrounger? Sure. That's the thing is, like, we can just grind them into dust. Like, we'll block Scrounger. They can bring it back if they want to. I don't really care. This is interesting. I think we just Bugler again. We could Sunscourge Champion, but Reflector Mage, awesome. I guess we're attacking too, right? Blood-soaked Champion. Scrappy Scrounger, sure. Nothing they have can block. This is fun. Alright, I'm going to draw the clue and probably play Sunscourge Champion. There's no reason to bounce anything yet because all of our stuff sucks, so... We may end up blocking the Scrounger with the Sunscourge Champion just to get a 4/4, but... I'm a jagged little pill. It feels so good. That's a good album. Jagged Little Pill. I'll block. Pitching a land for a 4/4 is very reasonable, so... 16-12, 3-turn clock for us. They need to, like, do something here. Swift End, don't mind that. Teferi, Time Raveler. That plays. I think we just crank it. We have Dawn the Dusk of a sideboard? No. That would be a really good one, though. We're just going to keep casting things. These aren't like the best exchanges, but we're just so far ahead now. We have plenty of gas. Yeah, Dust Dawn seems pretty good. Won't be good in this matchup, obviously, but... Murderous Rider, sure. Elite Guardmage. Let's draw a card first. See if we can Panharmonicon. No? Okay. I mean, a lot of lands, but we have cycling lands, fine. We're not attacking anymore, obviously, because they have the Murderous Rider. We're not going to bounce that. We've got a million cards to work with. We got a flyer. We're at 19 life. Say most things are going good here. Spawn of Mayhems, whatever. The boat? Damn. That's a sweet boat. Nothing can block. Kalidas, Trader of Get. I mean, that is good, but it doesn't really matter because they're dead, so... Much more convincing game there. Much more convincing game. A little better, a little better. Last match. I won game one. I forgot I won game one. 1-1. Folks tuning into the stream, welcome. My name is Jim Davis. We're playing Your Deck Live, the show where I play Your Deck live on stream. This is Diothar's Panharmonicon blue-white deck. We lost a tough one to a blue-white control approach second Sun get deck in round one. Just beat mono black aggro. Reminder that the stream is brought to you by Coalesce Apparel and Design.shop. Coalesce Apparel and Design check out their shirts. They're awesome. Fun designs, magic related, guild shirts, Wooburg shirts, and they're super, super comfortable. Seriously. When I think about them, I touch myself. Check them out. Call us, appareldesign.shop. Super comfy shirts. Promo code GM10, 10% off your order. Also, the Hex Holder. The Hex Holder is here. Well, you're damn straight I am. I'm the Hex Holder. I'm here to hold all your magic cards. New product on the market. I hold 4 decks in my mouth, as well as a playmat on my butt. Also hold your dice, and all sorts of stuff. Light, convenient, easy. TheHexHolder.com. Check it out. TheHexHolder.com. Promo code GYM10. A butt mat. I know. Also check out... Oh, nope. Matches up. All right. Also functions as a puppet. And keep your hamster in there, too. I want to do a photo shoot with Zibby. Put Zibby right in this top pocket. That'd be fun. What do you think, Zibby? Want to do a photo shoot? Exactly. Going first. This deck is pretty fun. I kind of want to keep, honestly. We just have good mana. 1, 2, draw a card. I'm going to keep. A little loose, but I'm going to keep. Tuna says, question about the Grixis Pyromancer deck that I deck tech yesterday. What about adding Leon of a Last Hope in the main deck? It's a little hard to cast. It's like situationally good. I don't think it's overall good. I don't love it. But I'm all 6. Fabled Passage. Reflector Mage. What does Fabled Passage mean? We're just gonna draw. Set up for a better lieutenant if possible. It could be like a rock deck, or like a Sultai deck. You should be able to grind pretty well. Not a very grindy hand, but thankfully you can't Abrupt Decay a Panharmonicon. Scavenging Ooze, sure. We got the old curve here. Oh, yeah. Oh, value. Give it to me. Give me that value. Yeah, I don't think that the Liliana is great. Nissa Vastwood Seer. Sure. I mean, if folks want to grind, you know, we're built to do that, so... They got a Forest, sure. What I would love is to draw Panharmonicon and cast turn 6 Harmonicon plus Lieutenant. That's what I would like to do. That's what I would like to do. That's pretty tilting. It took Lieutenant? I never thought these. Alright. Well, let's kill them for that. Is Torpor Orb Pioneer legal? No, but a lot of the cards like that are. Hushbringer, Takali Honor Guard, etc., etc. It's a pretty interesting block. At 10 life, about to gain a bunch of life. Alright, I guess they have more. Sure. Well, just gotta draw a spell. Okay. Just a spell, any spell. Double Thoughtseize turn is pretty damn rude. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. No, we gotta make land drops. And we have 4 cycling lands too, so like, You've seen that we've played our cycling lands, played it rather than cycled it most of the time, because having lands is so important. I mean, we're still in phenomenal shape here. I mean, we would love to draw a spell, but... Dark Petition? Sure, they're playing the cute, like, Seasons Past deck. Ow. What did I just do? I hurt myself. That hurts. Ow. Alright, they have 3 black. Now what? Swift End my Elite Guardmage. Spell. Land. I mean, obviously this is pretty ridiculous. What's up, 2019? How's it going, everyone? If you're sitting in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. How's it going? We're playing some Pioneer. We're playing a Your Deck Live. This is Diothar's Panharmonicon deck. Deck's pretty sweet. We're 1-1. I mean, that's a spell. I'm pretty sure we are just flickering our Inspector here. Which is, like, not the most exciting in the world, but I don't think bouncing any of her stuff with Mage is very important right now. We should gotta get some gas, so... Alright. We also get to end step the clue, so they can't Thoughtseize us. We just need time. You know, I'm pretty sure our engine is probably better than theirs, so... this is fine. We could, like, double block and kill it, but whatever. Puts more cards in the graveyard for ooze. Doesn't seem necessary. Crack that clue. We got some big draws here, folks. Now we got some really big draws. Alright. Your go. That's 1 Assassin's Trophy. They have 2 Assassin's Trophies. That would be so stupid. God damn it. I mean, most of our deck is spells at this point. We have... I mean, Endless Lands is actually a good draw. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7 cards in our decks are lands that don't do anything. The other 33 cards are spells. So... Basic Plains on top confirmed. Yeah, probably. Yeah, bring it on. Come on. Come on. Let's get real here. Huh. I mean, that was counted as a spell, so... Huh. That's fine. It's fine. Am I playing around dead weight? No. I'm just not interested in double blocking yet. The Horn of Gondor! Reflector Mage. I think it's Reflector Mage. You can reset the ooze. I think drawing a card is fine. I don't think we need that. I need to know we have this. You. Let me get to serve here. Not for much, but... Now they can't attack with this anymore, so we'll double block it. Oh, yeah, I'm being an idiot. I'm sorry. I could have been blocking this. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I had 2/2/2s. Fatal Push Reflector Mage? Sure. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Fairgrounds Warden? No. I really, really hate the white creatures that temporarily kill something. You're just asking to get blown out at all times. Kalitas? Alright. That's kind of not great, but sure. Spell? I mean, it's not the worst. It's pretty cool, but... Yeah, I thought I had 2/2/2s, and the option was to double block and kill it or not. I was just being stupid. So I took 4 for no reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, yeet.
Sleepy! Resell, welcome back. Alright, I mean, they're definitely going to kill whenever I Endless Sands, but that's fine. Oh, alright. Endless Sands. Overgrown Tomb tapped. Scavenging use. Sure. Thanks, Tuna. Yeah, it is. It's so bright, isn't it? How do they make a magic card look so bright? Why? I mean, Eerie Interlude is just, like, not very good. Things have to be going pretty well for that card to be good. Dark Petition, again, sure. Man, a lot of really freaking grindy decks. The bannings have made Pioneer so grindy. Oh, man, what a jerk. I mean, we might have 0 lands in our deck left now, but... What a jerk. Read the Bones. It's a magic card. I think Read the Bones sucks. Bottom. Draw. Spell. Oh my god, this is unreal. Keep it coming. So, bounce Kalitas. And I guess I don't really have any good attacks. Kind of sucks. I could have waited maybe. Maybe I should have. I guess maybe I should have Thoughtseize or something. I don't know. Maybe I already cast all the Thoughtseizes. I don't know. Maybe I could have waited. Where are my Cloudblazers at? Unpopular opinion. Field of the Dead was needed in Pioneer to keep the grindy decks in check. It's not an outlandish opinion, but they have a 2/3 lifelinker in place, which I came in with my 2/2/3s doesn't do anything. Oh, yeah, here we go. Start the chain. Oh, come on. You want to try and value with me? Huh? That's a good one. The Horn of Gondor. Charming Prince, sure. It's probably Cloudblazer. I could have another Murder Strider or something, but I think drawing 2 is probably best. I guess if they kill it, I'd rather keep the Flyer in play. So maybe just a Bugler, actually. Yeah, I need just Bugler. Having the Flyers to actually finish them off is pretty important, so if they have a kill spell, I want them to use it on a ground creature. Yeah, that makes more sense. We're not going to attack. Actually, we are. No, we're not. This is a 3/3. Yes, we get it. Yes. You may Scavenging Ooze away. We get it. You have one big dumb ooze. Scry 2? No. That's so conservative, it's unreal. Reflector Mage again? Sure. We should put our boat and a Panharmonicon on the bottom. That kind of sucks. Scry 2 is way too conservative. Alright, so they have a Languish now. It kind of blows. And they didn't bump their... They could have bumped the Scavenging Ooze and had it live through the Languish. Alright, sure. You say so. Unreal. Alright. Maybe they're like, they have another Assassin's Trophy and they're just like being super conservative. That's so sick. The 4th Thoughtseize? Unreal. What? It took a Reflector Mage over a Declaration Stone? Why? That's so weird. Like, this game's going to go on for quite a while. They could have just replayed their Kalitas. Whatever. These games are great, Diothar. What are you talking about? I love grinding with creatures. Opponent's playing a little loose, yes. Kalitas number 2. That's bad. Baraska Golgari Queen. Spell. No! So if I cast this, they get a zombie, which sucks. So, alright, I'll just keep sitting here, I guess. Yeah, I would have killed my creature also, but... Bring it on. Poke. Poke. We have very few lands. The problem is that our boat and our Panharmonicon are on the bottom of our deck from a Bugler previously. Lieutenant and double Teferi. It sucks. I guess we're going to hold this. Alright, I guess you're up. Teferi would have been great. Oh my god. They drew Seasons Past? No. Nissa Vital Force. Oh, okay. They can return a permanent card from their graveyard. They can start making 5/5s. No, we're not playing Field of Ruin. They return Nissa Vastwood Seer. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, we're much better than 5% to win. Are you kidding me? We're more, I think we're now, I mean, before Nissa, I think we were like probably even to win, honestly. But now with Nissa and the Nissa in play, now we're probably, you know, a much bigger of a dog. But that's tight amount. No, Lovestruck Beast. What? What's Lovestruck Beast doing? All right. Big draw step. That's a big draw step. They have 2 cards at end, and neither of them are lands. What you got for me? Cloudblazer, Panharmonicon, Teferi, Inspector. All right, we got Cloudblazer. Okay. We blazing up here. We should be looping back around to the boat at this point, right? Maybe yes, maybe no. I feel like the boat's like one of our next cards. We've bottomed a few times already. We can draw and cast boat here. How many Reflector Mages do we have left? 1. Boat? No. Alright. So Vraska is going to ultimate. You probably need to poke that. We also need to... I mean, hitting Nissa is kind of cool, too. Oh, this is still game 1. Yeah, this has been a pretty ridiculous game. We have 12 cards in our deck. Our next card's the boat, I think. And the boat kills Nissa next turn, so... Alright. I guess we're going to attack Vraska. I don't even know if they can get through anymore, honestly. I mean, we're ahead 3 minutes on the clock, so I'm not really worried about that. What's up, con man? Alright, let's just attack. They can just, like, chump and then, like, kill the... Like, Nissa kills Fblthp, chump block the Bugler, but I think that's fine. We'll just play the other Bugler. I mean, the other Fblthp. This deck is sweet, Diothar. What are you talking about? They just let it get hit? Sure. Alright, I mean... Prince, Flicker Cloudblazer... Say go. We're gonna like deck at this point. Where's the boat? I guess it's like 2 cards down. I guess it's the 9th card. Or the 8th card. I know we put it on the bottom. We didn't shuffle since then, did we? Swift and my Cloudblazer. It's annoying, but sure. We don't have many answers left to Viscalitas, unfortunately. We do have 1 Declaration Stone left. That's good. Destroy the Bugler, sure. Pretty rude. Jesus Christ. What happened? Where do these spells come from? We're going to draw first. I think the boat's our top card. Is the boat our top card? No, that's good too, though. I mean, you have any lands left? I have 1 land. So my deck is Charming Prince, Panharmonicon, Panharmonicon, Skysovereign, Teferi, 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 Inspector. It is all spells at this point. I'm not sure if we can actually win, though. I don't know if there's enough cards in that actually win the game. They just drew a Fatal Push? Oh my god. I mean, they've also drawn, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've drawn 14 lands, and they've searched for like 2 or 3 of them. We've drawn like 50 lands, which is actually absurd. But, alright, so we need to do a lot of things. So we have like Teferi, Boat, Panharmonicon, It sucks is like, those are all of our support cards, not even like our payoff cards, really. We're going to have to work this Lieutenant pretty hard. But they have a push in their hand, right? Didn't they just reveal push? So I have to make them play push somehow. And deal with all of this. I don't know. I don't think we can win this game. This has been a pretty sick game. I'm just going to go to the next game. We can't win. And we're just wasting time. Like, we have triple Teferi, double Panharmonicon. We could try and, like, Lieutenant a few times and build our board, but we're never beating Kalidas and all the zombies and the 3 Planeswalkers. We're just wasting time. Alright. That's pretty unfortunate, honestly. I mean, Kalidas was basically the turning point was the turn they drew the Nissa and got back the other Nissa. Until that point, I think we were fine. But, alright. Yeah, obviously we also drew 100 million lands there. The turn they double Thoughtseize my spells, and I had 4 lands in my hand. I drew like 4 lands in a row. That was probably it. You're not huge on Bugler? What are you kidding me? It's like the best card in the deck. Like, literally every time you cast Bugler, we find a good card. Bugler's insane. I don't mind like a Veto or 2. I don't know what I want here, honestly. I kind of just want to just leave it as is. I guess they have a lot of those dark petitions. That's kind of annoying. It bottoms like 8 of our spells. It could also bottom lands too. What do you mean? Like, the bottom of our deck very rarely ever matters. You know, it just happened to matter in that game because it was a very silly. Bugler's insane. Bugler's been our best card. I don't think it's been close. Like, so I want like a pair of vetoes, I think. And we're gonna cut maybe like a Fblthp. Maybe even gonna cut a land, honestly. I like cutting a land against Thoughtseize decks. Let's try this. We should be able to outgrind them. Like, the double Assassin's Trophy for our Panharmonicons is pretty bad, too. Basically, on turn 10, they had drawn 5 lands and all spells. And on turn 10, we had drawn, like, 11 lands. Like, the turn we drew both Panharmonicons, they just had double Assassin's Trophy, and they still had more spells in hand. You know? So, alright, I can keep this. Bottom all against is 6. Like, if one of those Panharmonicons lives, and we ever get a trigger off of it, you know? A lot of things went wrong in that game. I mean, they tutor for the Languish, you know? It's hard to play around because they only have 1. Pretty sure it's the Bugskis. I don't think playing Teferi into an empty board is very good. The Horn of Gondor. Reflector Mage or Charming Prince. I already have Teferi and Reflector Mage, so I just want the Prince, I think. If you draw a land, we can lead up Veto and Prince too, so. Nissa Vastwood Seer. Don't particularly want to bounce that one, so. The Horn of Gondor. My thoughts on Prince changed at all? I mean, it's fine in this deck, because this deck is literally trying to flicker everything it plays. So it's fine here because it's doing something, but in most decks it doesn't do anything. I kind of like Lieutenant, honestly. Elite Guardmage is cool. We need lands. Like, we draw a land and go, like, Lieutenant with Veto up. That's pretty gas. So. I gotta go to a dentist later. I'm gonna drill my freaking teeth. Remember, folks, tomorrow I'm starting the Holiday Cube Challenge with J-Bro, the Cube Champion. J-Bro won the 10K Cube tournament at SGCon. J-Bro is a streamer, usually on the top of the leaderboard for Cube trophies. We're doing a 3-day challenge. Whoever has the most trophies in 3 days wins. I'll be doing Cube nonstop from Wednesday to Friday. And whoever wins, the loser has to donate $200 to the winner's charity of choice. And it's going to be when Cube starts on Wednesday till like maybe Friday at midnight. So look for that tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, J-Bros, we're David versus Goliath here, but we're going to see what we can do and take it down. New sub, or I'm sorry, resub, KO. Am I saying that right? Resub, 4 months, welcome back. I have no idea what my charity is yet. Davis versus Goliath, yes. Read the Bones. This card is so bad. I detest cards like this. Just tempo negative cards that also lose you life. They go top, bottom. All right. And a Heart's Desire. All right. Land, please. Yes, yes, yes. So now we're going to Lieutenant with Veto up. I kind of like that. They're at 16. Ideally, we draw a land, and we can Reflector Mage the Lovestruck Beast. Just force Storm every time? We're not going to be forcing Storm. We're going to be trying to win. And, block, sure.
Take my sub-bucks, Jim.
Sub-bucks, Destro. Resub, welcome back, thank you. Yeah, so we can Charm Prince Lieutenant. We can do other stuff. I think I'd like to draw a land, honestly. Either Teferi or Reflector Mage, but... Varaska, Golgari Queen. Or nah. Alright. We drew a land. I don't really want to bounce Nissa. Nor do I want to flicker the Lieutenant because they have push up possibly. I might just give it the old Blaze Keys. I think I would trade Lieutenant for Nissa at this point, so... Will I be cubing during my normal time slot? I'll be cubing as much as possible. Just gonna have a little fun holiday cubing. Go get him, buddies. Just taking all of it. Damn. Alright, well, what do you got for me? Where's the big finish? Languish. Right. Why not block then? They have 4 cards in hand. Probably just like Bugler, Prince the Bugler, Inspector. Yeah, we don't draw Panharmonicon very much, unfortunately, but it's okay. Flicker, flicker, flicker. Alright, there's your lethal board. Get back to... Oh, come on! There's all the lands from last game. They're all clumped up. I didn't shuffle well enough. Kalidas. Alright. Do they have a kill spell also? Teferi or Reflector Mage here? And they probably have like Assassin's Trophy or something. They would kill it in response. That's actually pretty good, actually. So let's we're gonna Teferi. They're gonna like Assassin's Trophy in response, and we'll go through. Or not. So they're dead. Sure. You did. You did. Cool. Cool. Better than the first game, that's for sure. I think Dovin's Veto is pretty good. I kind of want the third one, honestly. Especially if they're going more heavy on Languish. I'll just cut the Fblthp. I don't think we really need that card that much. It's not really affecting the board too well. Let her rip. Let her rip. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Your Deck Live. Azorius, Panharmonicon for Diothar. You can follow us here with that follow button, of course. Watching on YouTube, make sure you follow them there. Welcome. If watching on YouTube, you want to support me as a streamer? Do you like the content? If you do, want to support me? Take 10 seconds for free. All you got to do. Alright? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then leave a comment saying that you think Zibby's the best hammy of all time. Helps the algorithms out a lot. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much, all my YouTube viewers. Alright, we're going to play a land. We're not going to play our cycling land. We're going to cycle it. Our hand is like kind of medium. It got better. Yeah. Could just like cycle here as more mana efficient. But Panharmonicon? Can't even say that. I mean, you just need things to do early, and Fblthp fits that role, also being fine later. Dovin's Veto. I think we're actually pretty interested in Dovin's Veto. DC Sports is here to see some double triggers. Let's do it. Alright, now we're going to play the farmland. I've drawn enough spells now where I feel comfortable. We didn't get Thought Seized, so... 4 black. Walking Ballista for 2. Okay. Kind of terrified to just play this Panharmonicon and have it die to a Assassin's Trophy. Oh, never mind. We're good. Now you want to get Assassin's Trophy so we can have 6 lands for Panharmonicon plus Veto. That's nice. That's nice. Alright, do your worst. Temple of Mality's the worst. Don't you dare Temple of Malady me. Yep. Don't you Thoughtseize me. I swear to God, you Thoughtseize me. Alright, feeling pretty good. I think I like our Dovin's Vetoes a lot. Next turn's going to be tight. Yo, raise your hand in chat if you came for some double triggers. Who's here to see things trigger more than once? Fatal Push my Inspector. It's okay. It's okay. Black, black, green, Nissa, Vastwood Seer. Alright. Serial's here just to see me draw lands. Well, must have loved game 1. Alright, there's a forest. And here comes Lovestruck Beast. Man, poor Dovin's Veto. Tsunami came here for triple triggers. If only. If only. Alright, we're gonna Guard Mage. Right? I mean, we could, yeah, we're gonna Guard Mage, because we can't Bugler into a 3-drop and leave a Veto, so... Boing! Oh, the boat? Oh, we're gonna give him the old boat skis? Alright, yeah, we're just saying go here with the Veto up. We get to double boat him next turn. If they get a creature we can't counter, I'm just gonna counter this. I don't know what they're gonna get, but we probably would end up countering it anyway. So they just tapped all of our lands. I'm pretty happy. They play a land. All right, good. They went like Land Assassin's Trophy. It's kind of a tilt, but we're still in great shape. So, all right. So we're gonna boat the Nissa and the Ballista, and then attack the Nissa probably. Teferi's not bad either. Either boat and Bugler. Be old Bugle boat. All right. Move to combat. Declare attack step. Beginning of combat step. End my main phase. I'm on a boat and it's going fast and... Bolt here. Bolt here. They might have had push, and they were deciding if they wanted to sack their Ballista and push the thing. They probably have push. Double trigger, double trigger. Double trigger, double... Oh, Cloudblazer, give it to me. Charm Prince, give it to me. Let's go. Definitely the best Charm Prince deck I've ever seen. It's actually good in this deck. Bring it on, Lovestruck Beast. I'm on a boat and it's going fast and... Alright, Reflector Mage and Teferi. Uh-oh. Abrupt Decay, the Bugler. That's annoying.
It's my B-Day.
That's fine, though, because we're going to play Reflector Mage. And then something else to crew the boat. That's fine. They get a zombie. Happy birthday, Doctor. We're going to bounce some stuff and kill some stuff. We get the double bounce. That's gas. All right. So we're going to leave Lovestruck Beast in play. I don't even, whatever, it doesn't matter what we do. I'm just gonna do stuff. Oh my god, the Bugler. Tilt. I gotta space these activations out better. Alright, so next turn we just like Lieutenant, and kill them. Sure. Heh. They didn't need this. The beast could have attacked by itself because it's a 1/1. That's pretty funny. All right. Let's see. Cloudblazer, sure. That's hilarious. Draw. They languished, so -4/-4 made the beast a 1/1. So it could trigger its own trigger to attack, which is hilarious. I mean, this is kind of annoying. I want to say it's a fairy for Keylidus, I guess. It wants to see triple triggers. Let's do it. Next turn, we're going to do stuff. Next turn is the turn. They have 0 cards in hand. They didn't even play their Lovestruck Beast. What are they doing? Alright, I mean, we're just doing literally everything here. It's okay to love yourself. It's good to love yourself. I mean, they're just so dead. Oh, I was having fun. You want to make Quagmire? Yeah, sure, I guess. That was fun. A little grind here. 2-1. This has been a long league. Jeez. It's been like 2 hours already. It seems like a 4-hour league. Let's go. Alright, folks. Sponsors. BCWSupplies.com. Check them out. BCW Supplies. Go buy your game supplies. The Elite 2 sleeves. Best sleeves on the market. Not close. Go buy yourself a 5-pack. You can get them for $6 a pack using my promo code. And that's super inexpensive for fantastic quality sleeves. Check it out. BCWSupplies.com. Promo code Jim10. BCWSupplies.com. Also, get those binders too. These different binders I have back here are the bomb. Deck boxes, the bomb. Check it out. BCWSupplies.com. I know Marty loves them. Right, Marty? Marty loves the sleeves. Check them out. BCWSupplies.com. This hand is kind of medium. We draw 1 land, and we're feeling pretty great. I'm going to keep. We always draw tons of lands. Matte front, they're all matte back. They're gloss front or matte front. I prefer the matte front. Matte fronts are a little harder to shuffle. They have a little stick to them, and I like that. I like that a lot. This is fine. Spell Queller is just not Spell Queller was in the initial list that Diothar sent me, but Spell Queller doesn't really synergize with the deck very well. And we're not really playing like a flash strategy. We're definitely Declaration and Stoning here. Suck it, nerd. When you find some mana to activate those clues, let me know, alright? Yeah, the gloss are a little slippery, but they shuffle very easily out of the box. The matte fronts take about 2 minutes of shuffling to really get loose, and then they feel phenomenal. Y'all want a Suck It Nerd emote too? Cracking a clue. Love to see it. I don't mind Declaration in this deck, even though usually I don't like it because it's card disadvantage. We just draw so many cards that the card disadvantage is irrelevant. We don't mind them getting cards. We're just going to get more cards. We just need time. Nope, can't cast that. We Stone Rain all day. We Stone Rain it all day. Dragon Shields are fine. They're expensive. What is this? Saffron the Henge Hammer. 2/2 legend. Whenever it attacks, another creature gets +X/+X, where X is Saffron's power. Alright. Suppose. Probably give him the Elite Guardmage. We could Charming Prince the Reflector Mage. We can do that next turn. Just want to keep making land drops. Draw cards, make land drops. Draw cards, make land drops. Oh! Yorvo. Sure. Sounds good, Diothar. Yes, it took a little longer than expected, honestly. We doing stuff next turn. We doing stuff next turn. What's up, Whisk? 3 sub, welcome back. I don't think we can afford to play Panharmonicon again next turn. So. Sirach and Galta. I mean, that would be impressive. Dentist is at 12:30, so we should be okay. Ronus. So we get to double Reflector Mage next turn, which is awesome. Drew a land also. That is tight. Alright, so we're going to sound the Horn of Gondor twice. Reflector Mage. Oh my god, this game is over. We're gonna Charm the Prince. Bounce Reflector Mage. Bounce the Bugler. Attack skis. And that's game. They're still playing here. Give me a Prince. Give me your Reflector Mage. Bounce the Ronus. Bounce the Yorvo. You want to keep playing? I mean, I'll keep playing. I'm having a great time. Hot damn, that was a good game. All right. Let's do that again. This is the matchup we want Dusk Dawn. Dusk Dawn should definitely be in the sideboard. What do we have in the sideboard, though? Not much. I guess Glass Casket's coming in. I would say... Honestly, the boat doesn't seem very good here. I guess it's like fine. Flying is pretty good. Teferi's... I mean, Teferi bouncing thing is pretty good. It's got a... And it's got the Endless Sands, actually. I think cutting a land on the draw is fine. And, like, we're never going to have time to use this in this matchup, so... Dust On is good when you're grinding, too, but you got to cast it from the front side first, right? It has to be good there, so... Yeah, but the bow can shoot the smaller creatures, so... Lavinia against Ramp? Are you implying we should bring it in here? Or are you asking if it's against Ramp in general? Ooh. Yeah, that's not good. That's better. Just ship a land. I mean, this land's pretty mopey, honestly, but... Spell Queller is not good unless you are ahead. Everyone loves Spell Queller. Spell Queller is a good magic card when you are ahead. We are not going to be ahead. We are going to be playing Panharmonicon and grinding and trying to grind back into games we were already behind. So Spell Queller is not going to be good unless we're playing against a combo deck or a control deck. Alright, that's a good draw. We get to do something here on turn 2. Set up a blocker for a later turn. And they've got the good draw here. The Great Henge. Okay, that's not good for us. Yeah, this is like the nuts right here. Do we Teferi? You probably just Teferi the Steel Leaf Champion and just suck it up and try and outgrind him, honestly. Like, we bounce the Henge to just cast it again. Yeah, we're gonna bounce the Steel Leaf Champion and try and get some grind in here. If they have a way to kill Panharmonicon, we're in trouble. But if we can just stick the Panharmonicon, we'll hopefully be okay here. This is quite the engine to play on turn 3. That's basically the nuts from them. Yeah, Dust of Dawn would be great. Dust of Dawn would be really good. Oh my god. This is turn 4. Alright, well. Looks like we played 2 very close games here. We can't play Panharmonicon on turn 4 because we're literally dead on board. Alright. So, close games for game 1 and game 2. Now we're on the play, though, so we can Reflector Mage or Teferi their Steel Leaf Champion on turn 2. So they can't Great Hen just, which is good, so definitely a little better being on the play. I want this land back in on the play. We cut like a Cloudblazer, which is like pretty expensive. In the early game is more important. First fast match here, jeez. Come on. I mean, it's better. We're going to ship Bugler. Kind of sucks, but we need lands. We need everything else, so I think we just play tap land. Not sure we're going to draw on turn 2 we want to play, but I don't think Inspector on turn 1 matters that much either, I suppose turn 2. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's a reason to play a tap land. Alright. 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 They play an Idiot. We play Reflector Mage. See, this is much better on the play here, you know? Going first is tight. Well, Ty, you're saying the BCW sleeves slide everywhere? That's the gloss fronts. The matte fronts do not slide everywhere. If anything, you could even say they're a little bit like sticky, which I like. They have some grip to them. Try the matte front sleeves. Alright, so we're doing pretty good here, but we got to get some more stuff going. Bugler says, more Buglers. Panharmonicon, no. Alright. Madronas. Block with everything. They heard me. That's not bad. I would love to play this with a Panharmonicon in play, but it's honestly pretty reasonable. I wasn't sure what land I was playing last turn, so I didn't play a land first. Maybe we just kill Yorvo and attack. We can hopefully keep them off. I mean, let's cast Bugler first and see what happens. See if we find Reflector Mage or not. We did not find Reflector Mage. But I think that I don't think Ronus matters that much. Get a pretty good attack here too. Like, it's very easy to keep them off Ronus. If we draw another way to bounce the big thing they play, they're just dead. So Awesome Union. Yeah, Pioneer's great. Alright, there's Steel Leaf Champion. They probably want to attack. No? Alright. Lieutenant. It's pretty good. We're going to draw a card first. Try and find Reflector Mage, though. Alright. Inspector. We sizing up, folks. No, we still don't really have any good attacks. But we will next turn. We're just going to play this farmland, I think. We have a clue in play. Three, four, five. We could deal 6, but that's not really worth it. It's a big boom boom. Alright, well that is a really good sequence of events for them. Oh my god. Alright. I guess playing Galta and the Henge and 2 creatures is pretty good. What can we do? We can draw a card. God, son of a... Can just draw a spell? Alright, I mean, Lieutenant's not bad. So now we have 4/5, 4/5. Yeah, we can't really attack. We have a couple 4/5s, but our attacks aren't very good. We are getting into the game here. We're not dead. I mean, this is just going to get really, really grindy, really, really fast. And we just need to draw some spells, honestly. Yeah. I mean, the Great Henge is absurd if it gets in play. Oh my god. Alright, we please just draw a spell. Here's Galta. And we just block, right? It's 4, 8, 12. We just lose 2 creatures. They have another Galta? I mean, maybe, but... If they have that, like, +X card, we're just dead anyway, so... I don't think it really matters. Sure. Have it. That'd be funny. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. It'd be +16. Oh, they got a Ronus pumped, you're right. That would have been enough, though. It's only +2. Alright, I mean, we need to draw a spell or two. I mean, I guess I'm more on for playing the Irrigated Farmland. Did not expect to draw 3 lands in a row. Okay. Name a spell that keeps me in the game there. I mean, we could chain a Bugler into something. I don't know if we can beat Rex Sage on this thing too, but a Panharmonicon into like other stuff. All right. I mean, now there's no coming back. Now we're just dead. Alright, whatever. Alright. Kind of frustrating. Definitely Dust Dawn on the sideboard. If I draw Deccan Stone, I mean, we were drawing a land anyway. And then Panharmonicon. Alright, yeah. Dusk Dawn seems pretty good. So, we're 2-2. Both of our losses have felt kind of eh. Like, I think we can definitely win that matchup. We have better cards for the matchup. Dusk Dawn seems pretty great. It feels like aggressive kind of red decks aren't very good. Maybe we just have too much, like, Arashin Cleric, Sunscourge Champion stuff in our sideboard. I think Dusk Dawn, definitely a card we want. Displacer is certainly sweet, but playing in colorless lands is really hard. You could definitely build this deck as a Eldrazi deck with Thought-Knot Seer, maybe Eldrazi Sky Spawner, Drowner of Hope at the top end, and Displacer. The mana curve would be higher. You're probably not playing Bugler at that point. And Displacer is definitely clunky, but Thought-Knot's pretty good, and then Drowner of Hope's really good. So, yeah, sure. Well, Bugler is the best card as the way the deck is built. If you're playing Thought-Knot Seer and Drowner of Hope, Bugler becomes less good. So, it would definitely be a different way to build the deck for sure. Good old Magic Online. Keeping it interesting. But we probably have to play like 4 Fabled Passage, a Waste, because there's no Painland in blue-white because the mana bases aren't equal. So, Zib, you thirsty again, man? Is your water bottle working right? You are drinking a lot. Temple of Malice. Yeah, no Adhikar Waste is huge. So the mana base for Displacer and Thought-Knot Seer would be pretty tough, unfortunately. Man, Temple of Malice might mean Kolaghan's Command, which might be bad news for us. Right, you're playing like Ipnu Rivulet, and your mana base is just terrible. So it's certainly not ideal. Alright. You can get one Panharmonicon. Zibby, zibby, zibby. Bone says, your deck's sweet. Diothar, they like your deck. Okay, this is fine. Little value. Zibby, were you drinking? Were you out drinking last night? Oh, nope. He's stuffing crap in his mouth to go make his bed. This is his daily routine on stream usually. He gets up for he's sleeping, gets up for a drink, gets some toilet paper to make his bed better, and goes back to sleep. With an occasional licking himself and falling over because he's... Are you drunk, Zibby? You been drinking? Rick's Maddie Raveler, sure. Discarding Goblin Dark Dwellers. They're just like a value deck, it looks like. I'm pretty happy to outvalue them here. The problem is, you play Panharmonicon and they Kolaghan's Command it, it's going to feel so bad. But if we hold it in our hand to try and like set up for a turn to use it, they can just like Thoughtseize it. This is tough. This is tough. I think we just want to keep pushing to the board here. Every 2-for-1 is just great for us, so... Alright. We also want to be chip-shotting them because they have things like Castle and Thoughtseize. So the lower their life total gets, the better it is for us. Gonti? Gonti is the sweetest card. If they Gonti my Panharmonicon and start double Gontiing, if we lose to Panharmonicon, I'm going to feel pretty dumb. Alright. We have drawn a lot of lands. Please God, don't Thoughtseize me again. Yes, we want to draw... You want to draw a 2-drop that does things next turn. I think Charming Prince is probably the best draw. So we can go Harmonicon, Prince, Bounce Guardmage, Bounce Guardmage. Damn it. What a jerk. Kalitas? Man, a lot of Kalitases today. For real. Alright, well, we have 2 draws. 3 draws, like, I mean, we can't actually use a mana for all of them. Hello. Alright, I think we just draw first. I'm probably going to be playing Reflector Mage, but let's take a look at what top of our deck has to offer us. Teferi Time Raveler. Would I rather Teferi Time Raveler, the Kalitas, or Reflector Mage it? Probably Reflector Mage it. Buying. Alright, I mean, they're at 9. Like, we're just chipping away here. They have 3 cards in hand, one of which is Kalitas they cannot cast. Declaration in Stone, my 2/2/3s. That kind of sucks. And Read the Bones. Folks, I don't think the card Read the Bones is playable in Pioneer. It was barely ever good in Standard. Don't put that card in your deck. It's got to be a better answer. Endless Sands. Alright. We're going to draw. I don't actually want Teferi yet, because I want to Teferi the Kalitas. There's no reason to expose the Teferi yet. Alright. We are certainly drawing a lot of cards. Kalitas. Kalitas. What was their Read the Bones? It was top bottom. I feel like we're struggling with this card a little bit. This is not a double dip. Nope. You're already playing 4 Thoughtseize and Castle Lock, Thwain. The life loss from Read the Bones is just unacceptable. I'm sorry. Just completely unacceptable. They're at 7, and we've attacked them for 2 like 3 times. You know, like, that's just not okay. I guess we're bouncing. We could, like, Teferi bounce Reflector Mage and then bounce Kalitas for a little extra oomph, but that's probably not good enough. Like, at least with Painful Truths, you're getting there on rate, you know? Drawing 3 is a lot better than drawing 2. Crap. So they have Kolaghan's Command, I guess? No, Swift End on the Reflector Mage. Right. They're at 5. Like, they're playing Swift End, too. Like, they've literally dealt themselves 100,000 points of damage. Alright, we're going to bounce Kalidas, which kind of sucks to try to play it again anyway. Yeah, just bounce the freaking zombie. I'm just going to bounce the zombie. Nice, I think I get to attack, too. Ugh. Alright. Hot damn. I mean, I still kind of want a Kolaghan's Command. And play around Kolaghan's Command. We could Sansa Blocker. I kind of want to keep the Teferi alive now. And they have enough to Kolaghan's Command and Kalidas. God damn it. Kalidas. Living up Endless Sands is just so loose. 4-3. Alright. I can cycle a farmland too. Kalidas. Our inability to actually kill things minus our 2 declarations has been a little tough. They bottom their scry. Kalidas. I mean, Deputy's not good because they just kill it and they get it back. Like, the temporary... I keep saying it, but I really hate the temporary answers. You know, like... Alright, so... This is fine. Alright, smart attack there with the 3rd thing coming in. Because I was going to double block the zombie and then block this and flicker it, but now the Teferi has to die. So now I just don't think I make any blocks at all, because I just want nothing to die. So they're gonna have the ability to. We're gonna at least get 2 triggers off Bugler. So I'm gonna draw a card first before I decide anything. Oh damn! Okay, we can just kill them too. That's fun. Teferi's dead. Why make them have the command when we're already making great plays around command anyway? Like, now they have to play the rider or they're just dead. And now we have free reign. 5-3. We are 1 Dreadbore. As a very peculiar play. Don't really get that one. Alright, so unfortunately we can't do 2 things, which sucks. But we probably want to just double Reflector Mage with the Panharmonicon at this point. Just put them to 2 or 3 or whatever. If they can't cast Kalidas for a turn, we probably just finish them off. Yeah. It is time. Bounce this. Bounce the token. Yeah, but we're already playing great magic here. Like, we're already way ahead this game. So why expose our best card to their Kolaghan's Command? We can just chill, you know? Like, they're at 3. Their engine is neutered. Their Kalitas is annoying, but now they've tapped out. Now they need to kill this, and they can't play Kalitas, and they're just behind on the board anyway. So, Kalitas, 5 mana. Dark Dwellers, it's fun. Blue-White Aura's deck is going to be terrible in Pioneer now because all the decks are just super interactive decks. That deck's bad against grindy decks. They're going to kill my Reflector Mage, sure. Do they have the Kolaghan's Command? Oh boy, if they don't, we're going to do some stuff. We're going to do stuff anyway, honestly. Black, black, black. It's on... And they didn't have Kolaghan's Command, and now we're still in great shape. Wait. Unreal. Double Bugler. These got a hit now because all of our lands are here. That's pretty good. Lieutenant. And Reflector Mage. Love it. So now we have a 3/4. And that still can't attack. That's fine, though. Alright, your turn. Cletus. Read the bones. You got it. You read them bones. Pretty sure they have dealt them. They have dealt themselves more damage than we have dealt them. Yeah, okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Grindfest 2K19. I would say the lieutenants have been pretty good. I might want a third one. We need a way to push things forward once we're grinding, and it's a pretty good one. Plays well with the Panharmonicon, plays okay otherwise. Sizing up is pretty nice. So, alright, so they're playing like Rakdos stuff. Unfortunately, we don't have many good answers to Kalitas. The Casket cannot answer them. Is Sign in Blood a playable Magic card? It's certainly a lot better than Read the Bones is. The problem is that it doesn't jive with the other good cards. If Thoughtseize and Murderous Rider didn't exist and weren't already taxing your life total, then Read the Bones and Sign in Blood seem better. So, but the problem is that they are, and their decisors are just bad. I kind of want the champions, just for like the double ability on them. I mean, Flood. I think Fart Noises is fine, honestly. I don't think I want Dovin's Veto. Like, they're not playing as many spells as the other deck was, and like, if they're Thoughts using us a lot, I don't have gas in my deck. I do want to cut a land. Let's look at like land Fart Noises for 2 Sunscourge Champions. I think this is fine. We could definitely maybe buy a Veto or 2. We're also on the draw. On the play, Veto's better too, so. Cletus. Champion of Wits just like isn't that good if you're not using your graveyard for a benefit. It's just like okay. It's not great. I think it's worse than the other 3s. 400 fantastic viewers. Give yourself a hand. You're all awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to grind with us, and we just have like every card's a 2 for 1. So, like, I think we're not going to play this on turn 2. I'd rather just save it for more value. Is Champion better with Dust on? I mean, a tiny bit. I don't think it's good enough still. What would I put in the board to deal with these Kalitas decks? Maybe we should just be playing like the Exile a black or red creature as our mono red hate instead of stupid clerics. That card's pretty reasonable. I mean, Avacyn's just like doesn't jive with the deck at all. We're all sorcery speed, and it's a flash card. If a creature dies, it kills all of our creatures because they're all small. Avacyn just doesn't jive really. Devout Decree, correct. Not Purge, Decree. So I mean, like, they take Guardmage, sure. Thoughtseize, bug. So we're not playing Prince for no value. We want value all the time, every day. So we're just going to be value training it up. Liliana of the Last Hope. Card's solid. Now we actually have the pressure, so. Notion Rain. Don't think that card's very good either. The One of Gondor. We may end up in a spot where this speech can't kill us before they ultimate because we're not very fast. If that happens, there's not much we can do, unfortunately. I'm going to Lieutenant here. I think sizing up the board's more important than more card draw. Because now we're under pressure to actually kill this. So, yeah, I've just always hated Read the Bone effects. I just think they're terrible tempo plays. Magic is so much about tempo. Like, tempo is just everything in Magic in the last, like, 5 years. Like, this is such a tempo-negative play. Like, they have his Planeswalker in play. All they have to do is protect it and they win the game. But instead, they're just not affecting the board. You know, like, tempo is just everything. Magic's all about threats and Planeswalkers, not about tempo-negative card draw spells. I mean, that's obviously unfortunate, but... The reason we're playing Glass Casket is because it double triggers off Panharmonicon, so it's good on turn 2 and it's good on turn 6. That's the idea. It might just be not worth it, but that's why it's in there. So I'd very much like to play Prince and Lieutenant. I guess I want to attack this for 1, though. It spreads it out. It's not bad. So... if I Lieutenant before we attack, we can poke Liliana for 1, and then that actually works out well. And then we Prince, pump the Lieutenant, flicker the Bugler. Yeah, that works. And then Lieutenant's a 2/2, so maybe a 3/3 actually. This card's pretty good in this deck. I think I've underestimated how good Lieutenant is in this deck. Alright, so we're gonna play. No, I hit the wrong button. Oh, I should have played that. I'm stupid. I meant to attack first. All right. That really blows. If we flicker Lieutenant, we end up with a 1/1 in play, and they just kill it with Liliana, which is really bad. So, all right, we're just gonna bounce the Bugler. I don't think the 1 point of damage is not gonna matter on the Liliana. Whatever. We missed the point of damage. It sucks. I guess we're not sizing up our... whatever. Yeah, that's whatever. It's fine. Scry 2 is just awful. Like, let's just draw a card, you know? This pumps Lieutenant also, too.
Hello all.
Leo, resell, welcome back. I mean, what's the difference between Surveil and Scry Union? It's the same thing, basically. You can play Dig, sure, but, like, I don't know. Don't think Notion Rain's very good. That's just me, though. Don't language, please. Rick Spanny Raveler, sure. Discard a land, sure. So we're looking to hit this Liliana pretty nasty here. Next turn. Shrink the Bugler, sure. Do you have more things, my friend? Noxious Grasp. Alright. If they have push also, that might be enough to put us in trouble, but... Alright, we're going to Reflector Mage because I want to put the body in play. Attack Liliana. I mean, we're pretty far ahead on cards here. They have a castle, but... Draw a Lamy Cloudblazer, we have Teferi, we have removal spells, we have a lot of gas here, so... Read the bones. Take 2 and waste some tempo. Okay. Scry goes bottom top. Sure. So Liliana hasn't actually done anything yet. As long as we can kill it before it like draws them a card or kills a creature, it's basically just been black 1, gain 6 life. Which isn't bad, I guess, but it's not actively good either. This is like a card advantage-y matchup. So getting nothing out of your card is pretty good for us. All right. Land? Boat? Damn. All right. Let's attack Liliana and see what happens. Stomp? That's kind of annoying, but sure. Liliana, I mean, we really want to draw land that turn, unfortunately, but Liliana goes to 3. I guess we're just playing Sunscourge Champion. Like, Teferi doesn't affect the board, so just keep affecting the board. I mean, opponent could have anger. I mean, if they have anger, it sucks, but, like, we're kind of, you know, pressed into attacking Liliana here, so... Lordy. So they're going to kill something here. We're not really stoked about bouncing this with Teferi, so we probably have to Declaration and Stone it. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. For 4 minutes. Oh. I mean, same problem where, like, we just play Panharmonicon if they're able to kill it. Just a terrible, terrible turn. Declaration on Dark Dwellers isn't great. It's definitely not great. But we can't bounce it. Attacking Liliana to 2 makes so we can boat it next turn. That's pretty good. Yeah, alright. Kinda sucks, but... Does Teferi counter the come into play ability of Dark Dwellers? I believe so. I'd have to read it more closely, but probably. Teferi just screws everything, so... Yes. Because you're casting it on the resolution of the ability. So, Teferi in play turns off Dark Dwellers. So, land, boat, kill this Liliana. They K-command my boat, and I play Panharmonicon. That's our current plan of action. Man, Diothar, you getting your money's worth today. Jeez. Over 3 hours this league. We grinding away here. Alright, so discard a land, plus on the Reflector Mage, Wild Slash the Reflector Mage. 1 card left. Boat. Alright, Dio had to go, right? Land me for a boat? Did it. And they didn't play Bonecrush Giant. They want to Castle Lochthwain. Okay. We can attack Lily and see if they block. I would love a block here. It feels dumb if they just attack them. Their life total matters. Yeah, just attack them. See what they do. This deck fast enough to fight the Lotus Field decks. I mean, we have a good sideboard for combo decks, I think. We have 2 Lavinia, 4 Spell Queller, 3 Dovin's Veto. I'm on a boat, and it's going fast, and I'm the king of the world on a boat like Chandra. Yeah, draw, yep. F6, come on, let's go. Boom. End step Noxious Grasp? Sure. Whatever. I mean, now if they don't kill the boat, we can Eternalize and Crew, which is pretty insane. So, we might be off Panharmonicon in this game. The opportunity cost of playing it is just so high. Ooh, that's pretty good. They got to actually hit a Raveler. They discarded a Dreadbore, though. That's not bad. So they discarded a good spell. Cletus. Gonti. Ugh, Gonti's so good. Alright, we're going to pitch a Teferi Time Raveler to Sunscourge Champion and crew this boat. I'm on a boat, and it's going fast, and... Yeah, I remember Dr. Doom. Some grindy magic we're playing here. They have a castle, but we have a bunch of grind in our hand. I think we're ahead on the board. So I think we're feeling pretty good here. Teferi doesn't stop Gonti at all. So you can play the card whenever you want. Dark Dwellers forces you to play the card immediately and during the resolution of the ability, so you can't cast it because it's Teferi. Gonti says you can play it whenever you want. They just have a card off to the side. It's basically in their hand. So, only attack for 2. It's interesting. Ugh. Discarding Blood Crypt and drawing through. I mean, they're drawing a lot of cards. They are certainly keeping up with us in the card department. But now I get to Teferi back my Inspector. It's cute. I think we could set up Harmonicon Inspector in the same turn. That'd be great. They have 2 cards. Alright. Guess we play Teferi first, see what they do. Okay. We're gonna bounce Inspector. Draw another Teferi. Ugh. Alright, we're not gonna play Inspector because we're gonna want to play Inspector with Panharmonicon. So attack, kill one of these thingies. We're also just killing them. Now they're going to 1, which is pretty gas, so... Like, maybe we should just play the Inspector because they're at 1, but I don't think so. Thief of Sanity is also gas. Gonti and Thief of Sanity are pretty sweet. I mean, if the format ends up like this, where everyone's just grinding their teeth out, Gonti's a pretty good card, honestly. Rakdos just seems a lot worse than Grixis. Like, you can play most of these cards in Grixis. What if they were just, like, splashing blue and playing Cruise instead of Read the Bones, you know? Colgan's command, kill the boat, kill the... return Gonti. Whew. That's pretty good. Well, we got the Colgan's command out of the way. That's cool. Now we're going to Harmonicon Inspector, make 2 clues. And if they don't kill the Harmonicon, we get the Cloudblazer. They have a lot of cards in hand. They also have 6 minutes left, so I guess that's also a thing. They are down a game with 6 minutes left. Chandra. That's pretty good, too. Oh, the Sunscourge Champion? Alright. No, they're adding red? Gonti. Alright. I mean, we can't bounce Gonti. Alright. 1 card. Trading Champion for Gonti just feels pretty bad. Yeah, we're just going to keep that in play. They are pulling ahead a little bit. I mean, we are definitely, you know, doing pretty good things here. They just keep casting my Thraben Inspectors. Like, if we get to untapping Cloudblazer, I think the game is probably pretty good for us. On the attack, like it. Just Teferi bounce our Inspector, which is pretty cool. Hot damn. Do you want to play another Panharmonicon and go nuts? No. Let's be reasonable here. Lieutenant. This is a human still? I can't even tell. It's a token creature. Is it a human? It's a human wizard zombie, so it does get bigger. Yeah, let's just do that then. I mean, Bone Crusher can block the Inspector. That's a fine trade. I mean, Reflector Mage next turn. Next turn we can go Harmonicon, triple Reflector Mage, so... think we're pulling ahead here, folks. Scribe bottom. Chandra says Dreadbore on top. It's not bad. I mean, so we Teferi and then we Reflector Mage and then they die. It's Teferi, so they can't do anything. Yep, and then Reflector Mage. Well, I guess, yeah, that's fine. I forgot I only had 2 things. It's fine, though. Yeah, there's that. Game. Blouses. That was a solid 3 hours of grinding. Loved it. We're in Magic Online lag territory. That's okay. So, 3-2. 3-2. And I think both of our losses were definitely winnable if our deck was built a little better. Deck's gas, honestly. Deck's a lot of fun. I would say Fblthp was medium. I think that we had enough things to catch up that we didn't really need that many, if even that many at all. I would love to play another Lieutenant. I would love to play. So this is Your Deck Live. You're just tuning in. Welcome to the stream. Those who don't know what Your Deck Live is, I play Your Decks live on stream. It's a show I do where I play viewer-submitted decks. If you'd like to submit your deck, please go to jimdavismtg.com and hit the little thing here. I play your deck. how much it costs, what are your options, how to submit, logistics, scheduling. It's all on here, as well as past ones. So the end of a Your Deck Live is after playing the deck for 5 matches, I go through and rebuild the deck to what I think is optimal to give you a brand new 75 cards to go forward with for your own personal gameplay and testing. So Cody says, do you think Thoughtseize is bannable in Pioneer? No, absolutely not. Don't ban the interactive card. So one of the few interactive cards in the format. So absolutely not. So definitely want a 3rd Lieutenant. I kind of want a 3rd Declaration, even though it would be so bad against the control decks and the combo decks. But we were a little light on ways to kill things. I could even see chilling on this card. This is just like a reasonable card to play on turn 2. We just need things to do early, so we're not falling behind. If this is just like block something, gain 3 life, that's fine. And later in the game with the Harmonicon, I draws 2 cards. But D-Sphere is too expensive. I want 2 drops. We're plenty good on 3 and 4. 4 Prince is great. 4 Inspector is great. 3 Lieutenant's good. Yeah, I think I just want the 3rd Declaration. We already have 4 Reflector Mages and 3 Teferis. Blessed Alliance isn't very... I honestly think Azorius Charm can be fine in this deck. Azorius Charm, like, it serves that purpose of mana removal spell. That's not pretty bad on a draw, though, because it actually hits Ack. Then it can, like, draw a card later. It could, like... It could give you lifelink when you're, like, behind, have a lot of stuff in play. But it seems too narrow. And again, this deck is very sorcery speed based. So leaving up Azorius Charm is a pretty heavy cost. Same problem with White Queller's on the board. We're just not really, like, set to leave mana up in this deck. See, I don't like it. Hero Precinct 1's a little off. It's not really good enough, I don't think. Hero also counts when you cast a spell. If it counted when it came into play and triggered a Harmonicon, I'd be happy with that, but white Anafenza. It's like bolster, right? Take a look at it. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, under your control, bolster 1. It's okay. It's not great. A little hard to cast. It's not a human. It seems alright, but not super exciting. Not really thrilled about it. The reason we're playing Casket is because it's an artifact, so it triggers off Panharmonicon. So it's good on turn 2 and turn 6. That was the idea. I might just not want this card at all, though. So, Knight of the White Orchid triggering twice doesn't do anything. You get a land, and then it sees you have an extra land in play, it doesn't trigger anymore. So that card's not very good either. Mind, like, I guess the Lieutenant serves the, like, go big purpose. Maybe you just I don't want to play, cut the Fblthp and just play, just, like, cut this card. Maybe just play 4 Lieutenant, honestly. Lieutenant was pretty good. Just play 3 Declaration Stones. Yeah, we'll just do that. Sure. Alright, fine. We'll just do this. And then now we've skewed our mana base even more towards white. We probably want to add another Plains over an island. Our mana base is pretty good for the most part. Okay. And then I think I liked the mix of Cloudblazer, Guardmage. Bugler was fantastic. I think 3 Teferis is fine. Our sideboard needed a lot of work, though. I think we want the Decree card as our anti-black aggro, red aggro card that's also good against Kalitas and things like that. Arashin Cleric just didn't seem that necessary. I love the Quellers, love the Lavinas, love the Vetos. And then I also want some Dusk to Dawn. Dusk to Dawn is a super sweet card. 4 mana, destroy creature's power 3 Raider, which is every card that's not... it's unless we've been Thalia's Lieutenanting, this card kills everything our opponent has, nothing that we have. And you can flash it back later for some good value. It's good against those green decks, other big creature decks. Aegis of the Gods. Is that the you can't be targeted card? Why would you want that? Sunscourge Champion's pretty good. Maybe just cut the caskets. They just seem bad. We have Devout Decree now. So, I mean, maybe 4 lieutenants too. I mean, I think just playing lieutenant on turn 2 isn't even that bad. It's not great though. Maybe we want the one Fblthp. I would love some other 2-drop, but everything else just seems bad, honestly. Yeah, I want the one Fblthp. I think 3 lieutenant is good. I just want a card I can cast on turn 2 and be happy about it. You know, we have 4 inspectors. We'll cast Prince on 2, but Prince is better later in the game. And this card just kind of serves that role. So, I don't think you want Gideon. I think we're already good in grindy matchups. And then the White God just not a good magic card. Gideon's fantastic, but just not what we need, you know? And offensive doesn't seem great either. It just seems kind of medium. It's alright, but no. We had too many games where Panharmonicon was not in play. We want 4, absolutely, for sure. Honestly, there's a card I kind of like in Sidisi's Faithful as a possible card. Like, maybe we can play this card over Fblthp. I like this card a lot because, as you saw in those games, we want to make sure that we get value off Panharmonicon, and the turn we cast it is really tough. But if we can play it on turn 5, and even if we're just playing an Inspector and getting 2 clues, we're at least doing something, getting extra value. The Faithful here can be a double unsummon on turn 5 with Panharmonicon. We can play it early. It can bounce itself and another creature. We got to sacrifice something too, but oh, okay, never mind. I did not realize that exploit double triggers. So you got to sacrifice 2 things. No, it says you may sacrifice a creature. Oh, but when it exploits a creature. Oh, okay, I got it. So if you want to bounce 2 things, you got to sack 2 things. That is not as good as I thought it was. Okay. Well, that's why we discussed these things. So that card's not good. Okay. So yeah, I think this is where I would be. Lieutenant was good. Declaration was good. Just make sure we stay alive in the early game, because our late game is obviously phenomenal. As we saw, we were able to grind through basically everything. I think I like Skysovereign as our one big threat. And then our sideboard seems much better now. Much, much better. We lost to Mono Green. This would have won the game easily. And then we lost to... I mean, Blue White Control we kind of lost to, but... So yeah, that's it. The bow was awesome. I thought bow was fantastic. It's evasive. It kills things. We just want something that's big. You know, a card like Oketra is just doing the same thing we're doing already, kind of. Like, yeah, you built a huge board, but like, it's just more ground creatures, and it doesn't kill anything. Whereas, and then if it just dies, it just dies. Whereas Skysovereign, like, kills thing, plays well Panharmonicon, and then also flies, which is great. So, but yeah, so this is the updated list. And big thanks to Diothar for the donation for the Your Deck Live. Diothar, give Diothar a hand. Diothar is always happy to show his brews off for us, and we appreciate that. So, Diothar, thank you. Do you want a disenchant effect in the sideboard? I don't hate it, but I'm not sure what you would replace or what you actually want it for. Oketra's impossible to get rid of. I mean, you can certainly get rid of it. There's plenty of ways to kill it or counter it or Thoughtseize it or whatever, you know. But, sweet. So, again, big thanks to Diothar. And I'll see you fine folks tomorrow. We have another Your Deck Live to do, maybe 2. And then we're starting the Cube Challenge. All right? That's going to be dope. I have to leave. Jesus, I got to be in the dentist in like 10 minutes. This took so long. What a long league. All right, YouTube folks, I love you. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you soon. You're great, YouTube.